Yo, what is going on, guys? So, Kabam dropped a Phoenix deep dive yesterday, and I was really hoping that they were also going to end up dropping a Dark Phoenix deep dive as well, and they just did. So, we're going to be doing a live reaction to another round of deep dives. We start with Phoenix and then jump to the Dark Phoenix one. That's the one I'm really excited about. So, let's go ahead and just get straight into it here. Boom. Alrighty. Got the volume up.
What is going on, summoners? We're back here today with another champion deep dive. Today,
Alright.
we're talking about
Phoenix. Let's go.
So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it.
I think Phoenix is like one of the best Arnim Zola counters in game. I'll show you guys that, actually. You know what? I'll show you right freaking now. So, I have a 6-star maxed out Zola, and I have a 6-star rank 1 Phoenix. Watch this. Watch this. It's pretty good. If you don't do that. Okay, but yeah, start the combo, and then we charge the heavy. Boom. Alright, and then we charge the heavy. Boom. And then we charge the heavy. You see a pattern here. You can see he's melting. Bro is melting. And then we go like that. And he's cooked. So that's a rank 1 Phoenix. I played that terribly, but you see she's healing up a bunch. Dude, honestly one of the absolute best solo counters in the game, which is pretty cool. But what else can she do? That's what I want to know. Let's go find out.
Phoenix re-enters the contest bound to the uncontrollable Phoenix Force, providing her immunity to Incinerate, Heal Block, Special Lock, and Power Drain, Burn, and Lock effects.
I didn't realize she had that many immunities. Cool.
Or medium, she gains a Phoenix Force charge lasting 0.7 seconds. These are refreshed when she gains another, and are paused during Strikers, her Special 2, and while her Cosmic Flame Aura is active. When the Parry Mastery activates but doesn't stun the opponent, she gains 4 charges, reduced by 1 for each consecutive trigger. And these charges expire 75% slower until one is gained from another source. When her charges expire naturally, they become a regen buff, healing 0.35% of her max health per charge over 6 seconds.
Really keeps you topped off.
Now,
It's nice.
Each hit of her heavy attack inflicts an armor break debuff for 10 seconds. And charging a heavy after landing a non-combo ending attack inflicts a stun passive for a fixed 2.5 seconds. This is removed when the opponent is struck and is unaffected by ability accuracy modification. Charging her heavy also triggers her Cosmic Flame Aura for 2.5 seconds. And when it's triggered this way, it ends early when she stops charging her heavy. While the aura is active, her combat power rate is reduced by 100%.
No power.
And when the opponent is near, Cosmic Flame inflicts Incinerate debuffs equal to 1 more than the number of active Phoenix Force charges when it started. Each Incinerate lasts for 30 seconds.
Maxing at
maxes out
12?
At 12 stacks.
Yep.
But when one is replaced due to the stack limit,
Instant
she inflicts
Incinerate.
An instant Incinerate with triple the potency. Now, let's check out her special attacks.
Let's check them out, Mike.
Pushing her special 1 and 2 grants a special echo buff for 60 seconds. Special Echo triggers Special Echo abilities in certain champions' special attacks once per stack.
That's a mouthful.
Paused during her specials and don't stack while on defense. Additionally, activating a special 1 or 2 with 3 or more special echoes grants Phoenix an unblockable buff for the duration of the attack. And on activation of the special 1, she gains a Fury buff, plus an additional 1 for every 5 incinerates on the opponent. These Furies max out at 9 stacks, expire 1 at a time, and last for 3 seconds, but are paused while she doesn't have 3 bars of power. If she has a special echo active, she also gains a power gain buff granting 125% of a bar of power over 3 seconds. With the special 2, each hit of the Fiery Vortex grants 1 Phoenix Force charge, and landing the final hit activates Cosmic Flame Aura for 4 seconds. If Special Echo was active, when Cosmic Flame Aura would expire naturally, she reactivates it 1 time per the number of echoes she had.
Gotcha. It's all making sense. After my testing stream yesterday, I got a decent understanding without watching the deep dive, but good to see it all now.
After this attack, she consumes all personal Fury and power gain buffs and Phoenix Force charges. And if Special Echo was active, she consumes them to gain a regen buff for 10 seconds, healing her based on the amount of Fury and power gain consumed.
I hate the special 3.
Also, once
I hate that special 3, dude.
She gains an indefinite right of the Phoenix charge if not already active. This charge is consumed when Phoenix would be knocked out to gain an immortality buff and regen buff, healing 20% of her max health, each lasting for 5 seconds. Now, let's check out her signature ability.
What do we got?
When awakened, she has up to a 100%
at max
chance
sig.
to start each
100%?
fight with an indefinite right of the Phoenix charge. Additionally, each of her personal Fury buffs, up to 6, reduces the opponent's auto-block ability accuracy by up to 35%. And when Phoenix starts a fight with exactly 60, 40, or 20% health, she gains a regen buff, healing up to 40% of her max health over 30 seconds.
That's pretty nice because those are what the revive percentage starting points are. So that's pretty cool.
Now, let's take her out for a spin in the champion rotation. To begin, strike the opponent to gain Phoenix Force charges, then charge your heavy to trigger Cosmic Flame and armor break the opponent. Repeat this to stack on even more incinerates, but this time, cancel your heavy with your special 1 to gain your Furies and your first special echo. The next time you charge your heavy, you should reach the stack limit on your incinerates, allowing you to burst the opponent with instant incinerates with increased potency. From here, repeat the process of using your special 1 to gain Fury and bursting your opponent with your Cosmic Flame. And after your third special 1, your power gain will let you launch your special 2 to trigger your Cosmic Flame aura with a lengthened duration. Take advantage of the extra instant burst damage while it's active. And if by the time it runs out, your opponent isn't already melted, just launch your special 2 again and keep the flames flying. Now, triggering the parry mastery without stunning the opponent will increase the amount of Phoenix Force charges you gain, speeding up your ramp and allowing you to stack on more incinerates, leading to some monstrous instant burst damage. So, don't be afraid to parry those special attacks and stack on those charges. And hey, keep in mind, each time her Phoenix Force charges expire, she gains a regen buff to help keep her extra healthy. And that Right of the Phoenix passive gives you a second chance if you happen to mess up, making her super sustainable in those longer fights where you can't avoid some extra chip damage. So, keep on parrying those specials and show the Battle Realm how this Phoenix flies. Thank you for watching this Champion Deep Dive for Phoenix.
I'm very curious to read some of the comments on this. Let's see. Can my phone... That's funny. Okay. So, I'm liking Phoenix, but like their playstyle is very weird and obscure. But I do kind of like that. My only thing is I hate that special 3. I'm just gonna drop that. I hate that special 3, man. Cause like it's so easy to get pushed to it, and then you consume like all your ramp. I don't like that. That's really my only grievance really about the character, though. Much better than she was for sure. But all right, let's get to what I really care about, and this Dark Phoenix, dude. Okay, Mikey. Well, it's close. 4K. I don't know how that's going to turn out on my video, but all right.
What is going on, Summoners?
Let's do it.
We're back here today with another champion deep dive. Today,
Dark Phoenix, boys. Let's see. Oh.
So, sit back and relax, because it's time to get into it.
Ooh, okay. What do we got? Dark Fifi, come on.
Dark Phoenix enters the contest with phenomenal cosmic power, granting her immunity to Incinerate, Nova Flame, and Power Drain effects. Her ability and combat power rates cannot be reduced by more than 50%. And if any of her personal buffs fail due to ability accuracy reduction, or are removed due to
passive
or nullify, they re-trigger as a passive.
Damn.
Now, at
That's
the start
OP.
of each fight, Dark Phoenix gains a 5% safeguard buff for 10.5 seconds. This reactivates every 10 seconds. The damage threshold on this buff is lower when she has class advantage, higher when she's at disadvantage, and cannot be altered by outside sources. This safeguard is removed when the opponent activates a special 3, and as an attacker,
that's good.
after it
Balanced.
reduces damage. When she reaches 5 Ember Charges, Safeguard also reduces the potency of incoming damaging effects.
Nova Flame works on Onslaught?
By 75%.
Wait.
Speaking of,
I didn't think that would work. I thought you'd be getting like neuroshocked into oblivion.
Also reduces the potency of incoming damaging effects and power stings from champions by 75%.
Wait, say that again.
5 Ember Charges after it reduces damage. When she reaches 5 Ember Charges, Safeguard also reduces the potency of incoming damaging effects and power stings from champions by 75%.
Yeah, that's nice.
Dark Phoenix gains Ember Charges in different ways throughout the fight. These are indefinite, max out at 15.
How the heck do we gain those, Mike?
Increase the potency of her Nova Flame by 20% per charge. But more on those in just a bit.
Damn it, Mike.
She gains 1 Ember when landing a second medium attack.
Okay, second medium?
Safeguard prevents damage. She
second
loses
medium,
1
okay.
when knocked down by a special attack.
Just do some medium combos to build them up.
She gains 5 Embers at the start of the fight.
Of course she does.
Her heavy attack pulverizes 2 armor effects,
2?
dealing a burst of damage and granting 1 Ember per armor removed.
Ooh, that's nice. Okay.
Upon reaching 10 Ember Charges for the first time each fight, Dark Phoenix gains a Phoenix Rising charge. This is consumed when she would be knocked
That's her
out,
immortality.
granting an immortality buff for 12 seconds. And when this happens, the opponent is inflicted with a Nova Flame passive for 20 seconds. As a defender, this scales with base attack only. But if suffering from poison when activated, the duration is reduced by 20% per poison active. However, the max reduction from poison inflicted by non-Mystic champions caps out at 40%. Additionally, Dark Phoenix passively regenerates health equal to 100% of the energy damage caused while immortal. Now, let's check out her special attacks.
So I think right here, I think these are like some Nova Flames from the special 3. So they're doing a lot of damage while this immortality triggers, so that allows her to heal up an absurd amount. I think that's what's going on there.
Upon finishing her special attacks, Dark Phoenix siphons energy from the Phoenix Force and inflicts the opponent with her Nova Flame after 3 seconds. Striking her during this time disrupts her channeling, reducing the duration of this Nova Flame by 13% per hit. And on activation of the Special 1, she gains an unstoppable buff for 5 seconds.
Gonna be
As an
annoying.
attacker, the duration
On defense.
of the buff is decreased by 5% per ember charge, excluding any permanent ones.
It's not decreased on defense though.
She gains
Come on, man.
3 ember charges. And if at 5 or more, she gains a power gain buff granting 15% of her max power over 5 seconds. This maxes out at 2 stacks, and as an attacker, it has its potency increased by plus 10% flat. With the special too. On activation, she inflicts a root passive until after the final hit, and gains a non-stacking 30% fury buff for 35 seconds.
I have to learn how to
This
dex that
fury
rooted.
gains plus 30%
Oh god.
flat potency per ember charge. And as an attacker, at the end of this attack, she consumes half of her ember charges.
Oh.
The Special 3. At the end of this attack, she gains 3 permanent ember charges which cannot be removed. She also gains a non-stacking power gain buff, granting 100% of her max power over 30 seconds. Additionally, she inflicts an indefinite Nova Flame passive. These
I like that.
indefinite flames max out at 3 stacks, and as a defender, scale with base attack only. Now, let's check out her signature ability. When awakened, she lowers the health threshold on her safeguard by up to 60%. She also gains her Phoenix Rising charge at 5 embers while defending. And, while immortal, her special attacks become passively unblockable. Now, let's see
Okay,
her
that's not really
flames
that
in
big of a
action
deal.
in the champion
As
rotation.
an attacker. As a defender,
To begin, focus on your
That might be
medium
rough.
ending combos to build up your ember charges. Use your special 1 to gain more and take advantage of your power gain to launch another. As you're launching your specials, you'll start to inflict your Nova Flame passives. Continue your medium ending combos as you build your way to your special 2. Then, launch to gain your Fury. And now that you're ramped up, get back to launching your special 1 to stack on those Nova Flames while your Fury boosts up those big yellow numbers. Now, if you're up against a defender with
okay.
up those
I don't know if I would call this big yellow numbers here.
Stack on those Nova Flames while your
We have the Fury here.
boost
An 8,000 crit. Excuse me. That is not a big yellow number.
up those big yellow numbers.
And 38k on a heavy? That's not impressive. I don't think. With class advantage, that's not a big yellow number.
Now, if you're up against a defender
throwing that
with
term around
lots
loosely.
of armor ups, take advantage of her pulverize on her heavy to remove them and gain extra embers. This can speed up your ramp and dish out some extra burst damage, letting you build to that giant fury a lot faster and melt the opponent with those boosted Nova Flames. And hey,
Okay.
speaking of,
Hey, that was a 19k crit. That's better.
those boosted
That's
Nova
better.
Flames.
That's more like it. Okay. Still class advantage though.
And hey, speaking
That's a
of,
bigger yellow
Special
number, though.
3 inflicts permanent Nova Flame, and these can stack up to 3 times, making those Novas tick for lethal energy damage in longer fights
Oh.
where you're able to launch your special.
She's gonna be good for fam.
And don't forget,
That pulverize.
this is Phoenix after all. That Phoenix Rising charge is great if you happen to mess up and need a second chance, regenerating 100% of the energy damage dealt to the opponent while immortal.
Oh, energy damage. That special 1 healed him like an absurd amount.
Rising charge is great if you happen to mess up and
It's
need
all
a
energy
second
damage?
chance.
Like, that did 23k. And then boom, look at that just burst of health.
Regenerating 100% of the energy damage
Damn.
dealt to the opponent while immortal. So, build up those Novas, and between your immortality and your safeguard, don't be scared to take a little risk.
Damn.
Thank you for watching this Champion Deep Dive for Dark Phoenix. And hey, if you liked the video and want to see more, click subscribe, like, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, join the official Marvel Contest of Champions Discord and come discuss. And remember, we'll see you
In the battle realm. So, What's up with the college just being immune to mystic abilities? Hear me, X-Men. No longer am I the woman you knew. I am fire and life incarnate now and forever. I am Phoenix. Let's do his first. I'm gonna give him a well done for being first. Well done, dude. Got you. Alright, so, dude, I think really the only thing that OG Phoenix has on Dark Phoenix is being a better Arnim Zola counter. Other than that, I think Dark Phoenix is better in most regards. I really like the armor pulverization. She seems like a pretty good future Ant-Man counter. And man, the healing is crazy. Where did we see the healing before? I think it was right here. The really big healing is Iron Man.
To 100% of the energy damage caused while immortal. Now,
yeah, look at this. So he throws a special 2, and then boom, right to full health. It's pretty based. I like that. I like being able to just to die and then be able to heal the full on it. But on defense, man, she's gonna be pretty rough on defense. It looks like. That's why she was given, you know, the 4 out of 5 defender strength. But yeah, guys, that is the deep dives for both buffed Phoenix and the brand new Dark Phoenix. Let me know in the comment section down below which version of Phoenix are you more excited about, or if you prefer Jean Grey, the non-Phoenix. Let me know. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for this video. Drop a like if you guys enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.